So typically nowadays I'm using my Genesis hand drill, battery operated, about $30 at one of the big box stores. It's really served me well, and even on a partial charge I just not only drilled through here but also into this board by just about that much. And it still kept going. However, while I can get a pretty good spin right now, you can see that the battery's starting to fade. So I'm going to go and throw this on the charger, switch over to the Dremel, and get back to this with a full charge somewhere else, and we'll see how long it lasts and well it does. The one downside to this guy is that it uses fixed chucks, which you can get at Amazon for their micromots. I think you want to search on those. So it's unfortunate it doesn't take standard Dremel threading, because if it did, you could get this guy here, which is a universal chuck, and go to town with that. A lot faster than switching through and finding out what sizes you need there. Another trick I've been doing is to have a vacuum cleaner while we're going. A little wider than I was hoping, but I suppose it's not totally unexpected. I can think of a better way to drill the next one. Working on that is definitely a lot faster than working on the Genesis at a partial charge, but we'll see how well that does at a full charge. I think there will be a bit more control. Right now, the reason why I don't use that Dremel as much is that the RPM is busted around 10,000 RPM, so it's always spinning at one speed no matter what. So I really need to vary the speed for better precision on certain cuts. So it's a little wide, but I'll be able to putty it from the backside, and it should be pretty invisible once it's set. Over on this next one, I think it's ready to go. What I'll try this time is 3 sequential close ones rather than each end, and see how better that drills. It's not too bad a fit for either piece. And I didn't record that at all. That's too bad. That was a bit of fun. Still, there'll be a little more to do for that once I drill through for the pod itself. As the choppers circle above. So this one is going to fit here and lock in, or at least lock in as well as it can. And while this top bar here has a stop on it to say how far to go, this one does not, so it's a little more tricky. Up front, I expected a certain amount of wiggle, so I'm not worried about that. One could argue that this ship, as wobbly as it is here, requires it. Oh, I finally broke that thing off. That was just a spare piece of metal that I had twisted around for whatever reason. Oh, it had made the stop in the bottom. So as you can see here, the module itself can set all the way up here with quite a good distance behind, and these will be set more evenly. Or nice and close and safe to the wall. Wired in wherever needed to be. I prefer it somewhere in this area just so you can't quite see the bars, and if you can, maybe they're part of the situation, maybe they're not. That would set it right about there, relatively speaking, and set to that better angle there. Now that this is here, so now this will be going somewhere up here compared to the antenna down there. In fact, so it would be something like this. And that'll help hide the bad hand, and it's really going to make a lot of space in between. And again, an idea of staining the background with really light wet oils to the subtle colors of Jupiter, that could be a really beautiful piece. Alright, so I think I'm getting a bead on this. That should be his last pass. So yeah, either 90 degrees to the board like here, or just above to give it a little bit of a tweak. So it's not completely, just throw the overall angles off. And pretty high. So it still leaves how I'm going to power it down here. Wow. You know what? Let's go hang it on the wall real quick and see. Still got a little dress up to do, but really nice overall. Then over here is where the 4 satellites will go, and then a third plaque for the stargazer set will go somewhere over here along this wall.